All aboard the train to Value Town.
Spiky Bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Rod Bear from SpikyBits.com, and today we're going to take a look at the latest releases from Wargames Atlantic. Now, I've showed you a lot of their stuff in the past. They put out a lot over the past year or so, but they have a lot more on their site, and it's probably one of the best values in miniatures out there, quite honestly, and they keep putting out more and more, and I'm just like, man, this stuff is great. Can't wait to talk about it. So there's two new kits. We've got the Grognards Command and Heavy Support Squad right here. This is basically 6 heavy weapons for $35. G-Dub, they're $40, I think, for 3 heavy weapons, right? And don't even get me started about Forge World prices for a Deathcore heavy weapon team. It's $38 for one. That's right. So you can get this whole box for $35, but it also comes with command elements too, which we're going to talk about here in a second. And the long-awaited re-release of the Iron Core Eisenkern Stormtroopers. So we haven't seen these in about 7-8 years. They were on Kickstarter, and this stuff is great. And to see them come back out, and hopefully we'll see way more, because there's actually more kits. And there's knights. They did knights. They're the guys that had plastic knights before GW, which was kind of incredible for the time. But we're in a different time now, and hopefully we'll see more exciting things for them. So they sent over a bunch of boxes of these for us to take a look at. So we unboxed and built them. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on the Iron Core, the Eisenkern Stormtroopers, but we'll probably spend a little bit more time on the new Grognards kit, because it's kind of like a dual kit. It's probably one of the best values, that box, in wargaming for $35. It's just incredible. I was like, wait, and you get this, and you get this. Let's take a look. I know. Is it food time? Okay. All right, now that the cat's fed, jumping over to wargamesatlantic.com, you can kind of see they've got a lot of stuff going on in here, and they keep it updated pretty regularly. You know, if you're not up on their socials, you can at least go to their site and kind of see, you know, there's definitely some recent posts in here. The Aztecs was the most recent. Cannon Fodder release, you know, that's like a Penal Legion sort of thing, I think. But maybe we can do like Space Dom sort of thing. I'm not sure yet, but hopefully we get some boxes of those. International pricing, they got distribution all over the place, and then you can click on each section here. But probably the key takeaway is the you know, the categories here across the top, and I've already flipped to the ones we need to see. So the Eisenkern Stormtroopers. Now remember, there's free shipping on orders over $50, and yeah, they probably do that to get you to buy 2 boxes. Come on, but shipping's shipping. You know, it costs money. Like, I think we all know that. There's only one Amazon Prime, and everybody else probably have to pay shipping unless we order $50 or $100, $200, give or take. So I ain't even mad about that, right? The Stormtroopers are $34.95 for 20 of them, so roughly a little under $2 a figure, give or take. Now, there are multi-box deals, which is also incredible, because, you know, 10 boxes for $265, it's almost $100 off. I don't know where you're gonna find these deals out there. Like, this is the only place, I swear. I don't know. I don't know how to make it any clearer. Like, this is tremendous value. This is like 20 years ago pricing on miniatures. It's always incredible to come over here and look at their stuff. Now, they did a little scale comparison to the old, and this is the reason the screen's left justified, so I can show you these images. So Dreamforge Wargames from Wargames Factory actually was the ones that produced the last plastic kits for the Eisenkern and the Iron Core, the whole galaxy. They had heavy weapon teams, they had ladies, they had, you know, power armor stuff, knights, all sorts of stuff. But, you know, it's really hard to find right now if you can. But the scale, but they're showing you the scale here. The scale is very close from the Wargames Atlantic release, which I thought was really cool. So if you have some of the older miniatures, they're going to fit in just fine. If you have some of the Wargames Atlantic stuff, they're going to fit in just fine. It's great. And then here's the scale right here with the other Wargames Atlantic releases. Boom, boom, boom. The Grognards, the Stormjagers, the Giant Fantasy / Sci-Fi Spiders, the in Jaeger, I forget what they're called. This is all crazy stuff. I can't talk. But they're all right here, and they're all the same scale. And then over to the Grognards page with everything that you can see about this. So these are the 4 types of heavy weapon platforms you can make with these guys, which is just incredible stuff. I mean, just so much to say. All right, so here's the normal troopers, and you can make, actually, I think these are all ones you can make with the bits in here. So there's some of the female heads here. some medic, and then commander sort of thing, sniper, another commander with a power fist / standard bear. Lots of cool stuff in here, and you can see the different shots of, well, there's some of the dudes, there's some of the weapons, some of the different weapons you can make. More shots of the weapons, lots of weapons. I don't think there's anything else in here to see. Maybe besides, nope, that is pretty much it. So again, remember, they've got all the box deals here, same $50 free shipping, so you gotta buy 2 boxes. Well, other than that, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm gonna show you all the sprues right now and put some of these together. First up, we'll look at the Eisenkern, another classic design. We talked about this. They've been around for a number of years. I think, yeah, this is the box that I used to build some of the sprues. So you're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4 identical sprues, and we only cut up about this much to make a couple different guys in here, which was kind of, actually, I mean, when you start thinking about it, it's actually pretty good. So you get enough to make 5 dudes with at least in 1 sprue. So a bunch of different of the leg options here. There's tactical kind of weapons. There's a shoddy type weapon. There's a longer kind of barreled range, I don't know, carbine sort of thing, I guess you could call it. Shoulder pads, all sorts of different heads right here. Stock heads as well. If it's just, you just want a bare head with like some sort of officer cap or something like that, submachine gun sort of thing. So assault weapon, basically. Lots of different options there, and then the fronts and the backs. And I think the backpacks are probably the coolest bits, because they're kind of like Tatooine Stormtrooper sort of kind of look. I feel like a little bit, which all that was definitely inspired by World War II and stuff. So great looking sprue, not a bad price point at all. When it comes to the build, pretty easy. The legs, torso, front, back, torso, arms, whatever weapon you want in there. You do have to do a little bit of work to get it to fit. It's the old kind of classic Marine thing with the open left hand, and then the gun grip kind of right hand there. Cap instead of your traditional kind of helmet type deal. But I mean, the detail is crisp. You saw with the comparison to the old 2013 models. They're very crisp, very well detailed, great, lots of room to paint and things. This is on a 32 mil base. I put one of them on a 25 mil base, just to give you an idea about scale right there with a different weapon. And then this one right here, same deal, basically a different weapon, kind of different look, but very, very similar stuff right there on a 32 mil base. So just to kind of give you the options. Now these don't come with bases. That's probably the only drawback to all of these kits. And then here's a comparison to something like Deathcore Kriesman right there, which is probably more on the same scale, but the Kriesman are definitely smaller than the Plasticadians, but the Plasticadians and Cadetians for that matter are probably a little too big, except for the commands, so they'll probably get scaled down. So if you're trying to do a great counts as or something like that, and you want that sweet kind of styled look, now these probably aren't going to be a good counts as something like, what Marines or something like that, but that definitely gives you an idea of where they're at with Primaris. So they're a little bit smaller than Firstborn for sure. So I don't know if they make a good counts as far as Marines go. And next up is the featured box set. This is the Grognard Command and Heavy Support. I don't even know what to name with these. Let's take a look at the sprues at least. So you're going to get 2 sprues in here that are very similar to something you've seen already in the normal Grognard kit. It's the head sprue, which is incredible. And all these heads have names, and I think they say them on their actual website, which I seem to have open right now, strangely enough. So let's see. I don't know which one is mix and match. So there's Adrian Helmet, Shako, Bearskin, and Kepi. I don't know what any of those are, but I'm going to call it a gas mask head, Vostroyan head, and I don't know, French cap thing. It's probably terrible, and I'm stupid American, but I don't really know historical stuff that much. I mean, I know what colors roughly things were, but that's about it. Anyways, so great looking head sprue here that you can do a lot of different options with. Those are going to give you all the different heads and enough heads to make whatever you want. I don't even know why they gave. I don't know why they gave 2. They probably could have gotten away with 1, and I would have been okay with that. And then the weapon sprues, there's 3 weapon sprues, but remember, there's only going to be enough for 6 kits in here, so you basically can make 2 things from a kit. And there was no instructions. Hopefully they'll have some instructions posted in time, or roughly. But I'll show you with the ones we're going to make exactly kind of how they go together. But each one has a kind of a different tripod sort of system, which is really interesting. Because these little feet or bipod, tripods, whichever you put on there, they basically attach to the back here or the front here or the back here to kind of balance and give an interesting look, depending on which weapon you choose to equip on which platform. Because from the looks of it, they're all interchangeable on this, as far as I can tell from my eyeballs up here. But my eyeballs haven't been the best lately, to be honest, so who knows. Extra gear, standard bearer stuff, all power fist looking thing, all the extra command, Napoleon hats, sci-fi Napoleon, why not, right? Sword arms and extra guns and things, and then the armor plates. I think this is a counterweight to this, if I recall correctly. I don't know, I gotta look at the miniatures, but that's basically everything on here. Oh, and there's a little seat. There's a little seat and a gunner dude. And then there's these guys here that are kneeling. I don't think it's, oh yeah, there it is. That are kneeling, and they're actually gunning the little, whichever, barrel or whichever weapon you decide to put together there. So to put the 4 together, basically cobbled together bits from all of these sprues, but there's still, as you saw, the tripods left, so we could make the other 2 and complete the set. But you still, depending on what you want to do, you still might have stuff left over, because you can only make 2 of each, but there's at least three different ones you can make depending on how the tripod, at least as far as I can tell. So that's what it looks like, because there's a ball turret here. We did a ball turret, so there's at least 2 of each. There's a mortar. We've got a mortar. Yep, there's at least 2 of each. So you kind of got to plan it out a little bit. But again, the value is there, definitely, for sure. Now, as far as assembly goes, again, it's just left and right arms for these guys. Now, they just have legs and a single torso, which is kind of nice. Now, this is like a Vox caster, Vox operator, something like that, with that cool Vostroyan hat. Just doing a little, hey, over that way, or something like that. But he could be, a gunner or something. And depending on how you want to do it, remember, there's no bases in here. This is a 60 mil base, just like you put a weapons team on there. You could have like a captain or something like that, or like a range officer, I don't know. And then this guy is loading up the mortars right there. He seems a little confused, but I think he'll figure it out for sure. Maybe he should be on the other side. So depending on what size you want to put these guys on, you could. And then this is like that ball turret thing, which is hilarious. Normally you see these on like a some sort of plane or fuselage or something. And so these are the little tripods that go on there, or bipods, depending on how you, my wheel glued wrong. That's on me. This thing's kind of cool. You'll probably see a lot of these because it's so different. And it's got these little rails and the counterweight, or the ammo hoppers, whatever you want to call them. There's still room for the pack. And then you've got this little seat that kind of fits onto this whole assembly. And then you've got your gunner right there, so he's just like all day long. And then from there, you've got 2 different choices. You got like the single barrel kind of weapon with like a armor plate sort of thing, and that's also similar. And you can use it for this one over here, which is like a kind of like a tri-barrel kind of weapon. And then, but there's different tripods. Like I said, you've got this rail one, which you would also use this one to put this on if you really wanted to, or you could put this one on it. Now you've only got enough to make 2 of these, I believe, with the wheels. I think I only saw, no, there's 3. You can make 3 wheeled ones, which is kind of cool. Or you're gonna have enough of these just straight tripods, like the full. I guess this is technically foldable because you glue these on, so you could have them flipped up like it's limbered, which would be pretty cool if you wanted to. Now, unfortunately, I forgot to glue a guy together, so the guy, the little kneeling dude slides under here, and he's like, but I forgot to assemble one of those. But we got this guy who's like a sniper or something, which is really cool. Oh, you know what? I forgot to show you the lady heads on this. How rude of me. So one of the cool features of these sprues is that it's got these new lady heads. I think there's 4 different ones. So that's one right there. And because I actually didn't realize this when I was putting them together. There's one right there with the bangs. And this one right here with like the ponytail to the front, I think. I don't know what that style is, but that one's cool. And then I think this one right here. So one of each type has a lady head too, which is kind of cool. Not that guy. That guy's definitely a dude and probably grumpy. And then here's another one where you could be like, hey, this is some sort of demolition expert or something like that, or a sat phone guy. I don't know. Whatever you want. You could definitely make it that way. There's a sniper dude that we just showed you a minute ago, or a tactical guy, assassin, I don't know. Here's how they look on a 32 mil base, depending on what you want to do, or a 25 mil base. So I think they look good on both, to be honest. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. And then this guy here, just another crew member. And you could, you can have these guys separate, around the turret, the ball turrets and things, or the guns, or you could glue them onto the base like this. I just tacked them down because I didn't want to glue it to this base. This is my last 60 mil base. I really need this one. But other than that, I just can't say enough good things about it. I mean, there's so many modular. I got so crazy getting all this stuff prepped and ready to go that I forgot about the lady heads and I forgot to do the gunner right here. But other than that, I mean, this is a solid value for 35 bucks. I can't really off the top of my head think about any other better value in wargaming that you could probably find out there for that sort of price point, to be quite honest. But definitely hit us up in the comments if there's something I'm forgetting. It's been known to happen from time to time. Oh, I did want to show you this too. So I keep remembering things. I'm so excited. So here's how they look compared to a Deathcore weapons team. But like I said, you get 6 of these for $45. You get 1 of these for $38. Like, I feel like I know which one's a better value. Now, if I hadn't bought these when they were like $15, like many, many years ago, I would probably go in with something like this, because $38 is just a little outside my price range these days. For sure is these right there. And then the normal dudes definitely stack up. They stack up pretty good with the Deathcore. Some of these guys will stack up better with KD and Guardsmen or something like that, just because the size, is right about the same on the plastic. So I think I hit all the major points that I really wanted to in this unbox and build for these two kits, the Grognards heavy weapon teams, and then of course the return of the Eisenkern to plastic miniatures here in 2021, which is really exciting. If you've been following that thing along, hopefully we'll see more good things, quite possibly through Wargames Atlantic. So that is it for this one. Thank you for hanging in there with me on this long-winded rant and build and remembering and rant and build and remember. I don't know, it's the new normal. What can I say? WargamesAtlantic.com. Check them out. Lots of stuff going on over there. And, hit subscribe, turn on notifications so you can watch all our videos.